Hello everyone, this is NeoNexudus and I'm back again to bring you my slightly incomplete but soon to be complete Red Eyes deck. Okay, first off we have the Red Eyes Darkness Dragon. He gains 300 attack for every dragon in the graveyard, and he can only be tribute summoned by sacrificing a Red Eyes Black Dragon on the field. Next we have the Red Eyes Black Dragon Anniversary Edition. This is probably my favourite artwork of Red Eyes. It looks totally awesome, you know, really badass, really demonic dragon-like. That was a secret rare. Secret I think. This is a ultra rare Red Eyes Black Dragon from Legend of Blue Eyes. I did have a starter deck Jerry one, but I lost it years back, unfortunately. So I've been really wanting to get a artwork of this card like this again, because Red Eyes is just my favourite card. Next we have the Rise of the Dragon Lords, I think it is, or Dragon's Roar. I think it's Dragon's Roar. And this is the artwork that they did for that. You can also get this in a ultra rare shiny show and jump, but this is just the normal one out of that. I have 1, 2, 3 Red Eyes Black Chicks. Now what this does is you summon it to the field, and if you have a Red Eyes in your hand you can immediately sacrifice Red Eyes Black Chick to summon Red Eyes Black Dragon, which is also, and this is also searchable by my Mars Dragons. Next I have Felgan Dragon. He's in here to give my deck a bit of an extra boost really, because relying so much on Red Eyes Darkness Dragon, which I need to get 2 more of, is a bit, well, it wouldn't go very good. Okay, this card cannot be special summoned except from the graveyard, and only if it was gone to the graveyard from the field. But once it's special summoned from the graveyard, I have to select one monster in the graveyard, and this card gains attack equal to the level of that monster times 200. So he's already on 2,800. So that makes him pretty powerful. We have Dark Blaze Dragon. When he's special summoned from the field, his attack and defense points are doubled. Makes him pretty powerful. Okay, I have Iron Dragon level 5. I discard one monster, and he can destroy a monster on the field whose attack is equal to or less than that, and then he still has his attack afterwards. And after he's destroyed a monster in battle, I can sacrifice him for Iron Dragon level 7, but I don't have Iron Dragon level 7. Now I put him in here so I can get Red Eyes into the graveyard easier, because this deck revolves around getting Red Eyes into the graveyard, so it's easier to summon. I have a few different ways to get Red Eyes out, either by tributing from the graveyard or through the Red Eyes Black Chick. Okay, we have Double Cost on. Although it's a zombie type, it acts as 2 tributes for a dark type monster. And it's got 1,700 attack, 1,650 defense. Not a bad card. Here we have the Decoy Dragon. Basically I put this guy in attack mode, and when the opponent selects him as an attack and I have Red Eyes in the graveyard, I can special summon Red Eyes and redirect the attack to Red Eyes. And then I can then activate a trap which will protect Red Eyes if it's more powerful than Red Eyes itself. But once again, another way to get Red Eyes on the field. Spear Dragon, a staple in any dragon deck. He switches to defense mode at the end phase of when he's destroyed a monster or attacked, and when he destroys a monster in defense mode he adds piercing damage. Basically piercing damage is when the attack and the defense difference is inflicted to the defense position card. Mirage Dragon, another staple in any dragon deck. Pretty weak attack, so you'll want to defend it with good traps and whatnot. But as long as this card remains up on the field, the opponent cannot activate any traps during the battle phase, so no magic cylinders or anything like that. Next I have 1, 2, 3 Mars Dragons. He allows me to have good defense and also searches out for other Mars Dragons and Red Eyes Black Chick. Next we have Tiger Dragon. When he's tribute summoned by a Dragon type monster, he destroys up to 2 face down spell track cards on the field. Very effective. 2400 attack, level 6. And then we have Hunter Dragon. I originally put him in there because obviously I was trying to make a Red Eyes deck and I was following hits and tips from everywhere along and put my own ideas in. But later I started to think, hang on, he's not so bad after all. He has 1700 attack, he's level 3, which means he avoids traps like Gravity Bind. Okay, I want to add a couple of Luster Dragons in there. Moving on to the traps, we have Magic Cinder, negates an attack and redirects it at the opponent's life points. A Sakuriatsu Armor, destroys an attacking monster. Trent Tribute, staple in any deck. When monsters summoned, all monsters on the field destroyed. 2 Birthrights. That's been special summon from the graveyard, a normal type monster, Red Eyes, in the tap position. Dragon's Rage, which allows me to inflict piercing damage. Dragon's Bead, I discard 1 card from my hand to negate the effect of a trap card that targets 1 face-up Dragon type monster on the field, and I get to destroy the trap card. Staple in any Dragon deck. Burst Breath, I tribute 1 Dragon type monster from my side of the field, and I get to destroy all face-up monsters on the field whose defense is equal to or less than the attack of the monster which has been tributed. Moving on to the magic. Fisher, destroys an opponent's face-up, destroys one opponent's monster which is face-up and has the lowest attack. Smashing Ground, like Fisher, set highest defense. Oh, another trap. Raigeki Break. Discard 1 card to destroy 1 card on the field. It's card destruction and it can allow me to get Red Eyes into the graveyard. Threatening Roar, the opponent cannot attack, which there's a lot of speculation on how to activate this. Now, this correct timing would be either during the draw phase or the end phase of your turn. Draw phase of your opponent's turn or the end phase of your turn, or during their main phase 1. Force Ceasefire, very nice trap. I discard 1 card from my hand, which could be Red Eyes, and no trap cards can be activated on the field until the end phase of my turn. So basically if I go to attack an opponent's monster and they have something like Magic Cinder face down, you know, it's going to really mess up their plan. Okay, time for some more magic. We have Mystical Space Typhoon, destroys 1 magic or trap card on the field, can be activated in the opponent's turn if it was laid down before. Monster Reborn, I know this has recently been banned, but I'm waiting to get hold of some return. Oh, Call of the Haunted, that's it, Call of the Haunted. Lightning Vortex, discard 1 card, could be Red Eyes, destroys all monsters on the opponent's side of the field, face up. Inferno Fire Blast, if for whatever reason my Red Eyes can't attack, I activate this magic card and it inflicts 2,400 points of damage to the opponent's life points. I need 2 more of these. Summoners are very staple for this deck. I have 1 level 5 or higher normal monster from my deck to my hand, Red Eyes. Ancient Rules, to be used in conjunction with Summoner's Art, allows me to special summon 1 level 5 or higher normal monster from my hand, Red Eyes. Swing of Memories, allows me to revive 1 monster until the end phase of my turn, has to be a normal monster, and at the end phase it goes back to the graveyard. It's for Red Eyes. 2 of these. Dragon's Gunfire, I can either destroy a face-up monster with the defense of 800 or less, or I can inflict direct 800 damage. I think I'll go with the first one. having destruction, I probably need some more of these. As long as I have a face-up dragon type monster on my field, I can destroy one spell trap card on the field and inflict 500 points of damage to the controller of that trap card. And finally, we have Super Rejuvenation, which allows me to, during my end phase, activate this card, and I get to draw one card from my deck for each dragon type monster that was discarded from my hand or tributed during the turn just passed. Okay, now that was my Red Eyes deck. Like I said, it's not quite complete yet, but it's close. I'm getting a couple of Foolish Burials through soon, so hopefully I'll be back with another deck update. Catch you all later. NeoNexudus, goodbye.